Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. It's Hurts. More Titanfall action here. This time around, we're heading to the colony for some attrition gameplay. And I'll tell you, this is actually going to be kicking off kind of a double shot of the colony attrition. The next round, or the next video that I have in store that's in line for the Titanfall action will also be attrition on colony. And whereas this one was pretty good, you see me bringing in the smuggled stimulant. I do have the stim pack in my loadout right now, but I'm bringing in the smuggled stimulant. Makes that boost to health and speed last that much longer. You can see it. I have it triggered right here early on, and it really does last that much longer, you know. And I just kind of kick off this round going to work on the minions, as I like to do, as most rounds start, you know, with a dent onto the dummies out there on the battlefield. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this round was pretty good. I have a pretty solid run at the start of this. You know, pretty good action for the first 65-70% of the game, and then it trickles off, starts to fade out a little bit. My flame starts to die. Coming down the final stretch, right? But and right here, I'm actually, you know what, with the smuggled stimulant, it's actually, I feel like I'm moving a little bit too fast there, you know, with the stim pack running, and was just getting a little ahead of myself, getting a little sloppy with the fire and all that jazz. Anyway, you can see I am wielding this C.A.R. SMG. It has a counterweight attached to it. For those of you unaware what the counterweight is doing, it's basically simply translating into better hip fire accuracy. So when I'm not aiming down sights, I'll be that much more accurate. Right there, a beautiful, kind of a lousy exchange, but a beautiful kill by I missed the name, but he was wielding that Spitfire LMG. Goddamn, and despite the thing with the Spitfire, for you guys that are unaware of this, is it seems to the accuracy when you're burst firing it, the control on the weapon becomes erratic, but the longer you fire it on full auto, the more accurate the weapon becomes. It's almost counterintuitive. And so he did a good job with some nice mid-range burst fire, putting me down at that window. That was a wicked kill on Atomicon 7. I was chasing what felt like I was chasing a ghost there. I saw only glimpses of his cloak, you know, of his cloaking device, his suit, and finally just waited for him to push, you know, push in on me. And I caught him with the wall hang, right? Caught him unawares and shot him in the, well, there's definitely a dome. Shoot him in the top of the head. Look at that! An enemy. Raffer coming in, Raffer J, 2012, coming in, mounting my Titan just as I'm crawling across the cockpit, just as I'm getting in myself. So that was kind of nice. And if you noticed, if you were paying attention, I made good work of my dome shield there. Not something I do too often, but there was some heavy-duty activity in the area. I thought it was wise just to duck in and out of cover and leave my mark on that little sector of the battlefield, and I did. I pulled out 3 kills, plus a couple of minions in the process. 2 kills with the gun, 1 with the with the guy taking Raffer off the top of it. He was just stuck in my dome shield. I think I may have triggered the electric smoke. Let's take a look at this Titan rundown. It is the Ogre. It's 40mm triple burst. That's pretty obvious. Carrying the electric smoke, the slaved warheads, and the nuclear ejection, and the core accelerator. The core accelerator simply accelerating the or decreasing the amount of time between my core activation. Right. So here we go. Outnumbered 2-1. God damn it, I like those odds. Yes. And of course, it doesn't really pay off for me here with that last little burst that came my way. I am sent into the doomed state, and I'm forced to eject. But you can see, I mean, I've had a pretty good run. Like I said, the action was pretty good. I was holding my own. Actually, I was swinging everything in my favor for the most part, with the exception of that one getting taken down by that one guy with that bursting Spitfire LMG. You know, he put me down really nicely. So did I finish? Did I run down this entire loadout? I don't think I have. C.A.R. SMG. I got to the counterweight and got tied up after that. Sidewinder, I'm carrying that for dealing with the Titans, although I don't really think you'll see it this round. Also carrying the stim injection. You know that. Arc grenades, run and gun kit, which allows me to sprint while I'm I think it allows me to sprint while I'm firing my pistols and SMGs, so that's why that's in here. And the minion detection, you know. I like keeping an eye on the dummies out there on the battlefield. Alright, so right here, that was the guy I chased away there with that terrible fire. I mean, I'm beyond the weapon's effective range at this point, but that was the guy with the Spitfire LMG, and that was awful. Who put that sack of potatoes there, goddammit, or whatever the hell that is supposed to be? Taking myself out, doing the job for the enemy, finishing myself off with my own arc grenade. You know, I was trying to get good. You know, I was trying to bring a measure of, you know, just kind of quick thinking to the battle, and that's what I get for thinking too fast, you know. Brain freeze, brain fart, and put myself out of commission. Anyway, I'm back in here. So is the ogre. The ogre has returned one more time. I really didn't have I wouldn't say I had a great run in the Titans here. You know, I don't do too much work. This one I think was probably a slight measure better, but it doesn't look like it early on as I continue to take, you know, shots across my, you know, back and forth, shots across my bow, shots across my flanks on either side as I moved up and down that road. Some Archer heavy rocket fire coming my way, and you noticed as I kind of waited back there for a second, waiting for my shields to recharge, there was the remnants of a cluster missile going off, so I was taking some serious fire down this road. That was a quick pick-off on Atomicon. That was pretty nice because he was coming in for a quick mount, rounding that corner, looking to get up on top of my Titan and do a little damage. So I quelled that charge really quickly, and now with a little help from my friends, I doom this Titan right here. Coming in, showing up a little late to the party, you know, probably stealing that kill from the poor guy. But you know what? Well, it happens. It happens from time to time. Anyway, taking a little charge rifle fire as well. You can see that laser beam of death coming my way just as victory comes in. And it was really, this was a walk-away victory. We really did we nearly doubled them in score. And, well, when that happens, you know, it's definitely, I mean, you've dominated, you know. Well, maybe not dominated, but you've certainly gone above and beyond, right? Above and beyond. I know I said not too great with the Titan. It just didn't feel great. You know, this wasn't a bad run, but I'm put out of commission here shortly one more time, as I normally am in the epilogue. Rarely do I survive one. Anyway, I think this is where we're approaching. Yeah, this guy coming in here basically full health. Just chipped his shields away. Mine are gone, and I'm down to just a sliver of armor at this point. And here he comes. I don't know why. I figured. I guess I figured I'd rather go out, you know, fighting than on my knees. And I lure him in. I bait him in kind of nicely there. I don't think it did any damage, but I tried with the nuclear explosion or the nuclear ejection. I thought, my God, I'm going to land right on top of the dropship, and I'll follow them into space and then sabotage their ship from there. But no, I completely miss it and end up paying the price, the ultimate price. I paid with my blood. Yes. Anyway, pretty solid round, not overly spectacular, but pretty solid. Just, you know, above average, leading the team, really leading the room as well. You know, so. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. And that's why it made it to the channel. Here we go. Let's take a look. 72 attrition points for myself there. 9 pilot kills, 2 Titans, 28 minions, and 2 deaths. One by my own hand with that damn arc grenade. Right below me. So again, we're seeing a few familiar names here. You can see Furin Kazan is still in here. So this was captured alongside the previous 2 videos in that session. You know, Icebox 56 with 66 attrition points. Pretty solid. Deaths were held in check. Good KDR there. For deaths to pilot kills, you know. And also bringing in 2 Titans to go with that. Furin Kazan, the same story there, you know. 59 attrition points, above the average. 11, 3, 6, and 3. And even 3 days right below him, a level 3. I mean, that's not too bad. 43 attrition points, you know, just shy of the average 50, which is what you want to shoot for, you know. So, and down on the bottom level, I mean, there's not really too much worth mentioning. Atomicon, I think I was probably killing him more than the rest of them when we were encountering one another. And, you know, despite the 4 kills, you know, his deaths are doubled. So I can't really mention anything down there. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, tuning in, and checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll thumb it. I hope to see you in the next one, which will also be, as I mentioned, it will be more attrition gameplay on Colony. And in that one, well, we're looking at we're looking at a much better round. At least in the watch out for the pilot kill column next round. It's pretty intense. So be sure to tune in. Anyway, until then, remember why it hurts. Later, all.